Yes, welcome back to DayBreak.
Well, during the break, we actually learned a lot of sign
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bekasi.
Bekasi,
This is,
it's the best.
Indonesia, right? Wait,
Indonesia,
I go,
this.
Yeah, I go like this.
Yes, Jakarta, Indonesia.
Jakarta, Indonesia.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, anyways, how has the response been actually so far right now, ever since you opened the cafe?
Yeah,
It's been really great actually. I didn't expect it to be this good because it's a unique cafe,
Right.
and I think there are some people who think like, why do I need to go for like such a long process just to order a cup of coffee or something
Right.
like that. But people have been very, very open-minded about it. They think this is a new experience. So there are a lot of curious people who come.
True, I'll be curious also.
Yeah, and I do actually hope that they came with curiosity and but they leave with a lot of experience.
So you can spread the words also.
Yeah. So we have been really like on social media as well. We have been having a quite big exposure as well, and media has been really great with us as well.
And not only media, just recently during the Asian Summit in Laos, President Barack Obama actually praised your idea.
How was that?
That was still very unbelievable. It's once in a lifetime experience for me when he mentioned my name. I did actually. So that program is for Southeast Asian young people.
You're here. Well, I want to see this. You're here on the screen right now.
Yeah. So
how did you have that feeling? You know.
Wow. That is very.
President of the United States.
President of the United States.
I know. So that's my friend Mimi. So when he actually mentioned Mimi, I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's just going to mention her. Right. But then he actually went on and asked that the second person I want to introduce is Dissa. Dissa's here, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, so you, oh my God, how did you feel when he called your name? And
I was blurred a little bit. I was like, did he really call my name?
Right.
Because to be there, to actually talk to him, to actually see him,
in front of him,
in front of him,
basically.
It was already a surreal experience.
Right.
But to be called and to be acknowledged, he talked quite a long time about he spent quite a long time in talking about Fingertalk, talking about how he actually very appreciative about what we're doing. So I felt like this is a great push, but also now since he mentioned it, we have a big responsibility.
Agreed.
We do have a big responsibility to keep this or even improving it, like to have a better
to innovate also.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when you talk about Fingertalk Cafe, you have all the it's more humanitarian because you have all this tone and deaf people coming working. But what about from the business point of view? How do you see this?
This is a social business. I do feel that as a social business, we have a social mission, but we do, as a business, we do need profit to survive.
Exactly.
So we have to keep innovating. We cannot just opening a cafe and that's it. So I do see that currently the business has been going great. We have been profitable. So we try to open the third branch already, and this third branch because we realized that there are a lot of deaf friends of ours who came to us and said they need jobs. So we are thinking of what kind of, apart from a cafe, how can we actually make it bigger? Yeah. So in the long term, we are thinking of having a training ground. So Fingertalk is like a training ground for them that we can connect them with other restaurants or other businesses. But also right now in the short term, we're opening a car wash in a cafe. Because car wash you can open in 2 shifts. You can actually absorb more employees as well. And it has been running for 3 days. This is our 3rd day.
And how is the Indonesian government, responding this?
It's been great.
Yeah.
I had a chance. So the local government, because when Fingertalk opened, it was in South Tangerang.
Yeah.
So we got to meet the mayor herself, and we talked to her about it. She came to our opening, and she was very appreciative about it.
Yeah.
And we had the chance to meet the Ministry of Social Welfare as well, and she also told us that she would like to help. So I think there are opportunities in the future where we can see Fingertalk and the government working together.
Wow, that's very interesting.
This is very interesting.
You mentioned this was actually a social business.
Yeah.
It is.
How do
It
you
is a
manage
social.
it though, like social businesses?
How do I manage?
Is it a family business? Or?
So this is it started as I'm the owner of the business, and it's not a company yet. I do hope that someday it will be a company. So it's still a small store. It started as a small store, but we do want to evolve it into an enterprise someday that having a lot of branches in all around Indonesia, because we want to explore the other deaf community in other islands and other cities of Indonesia.
Now we know that Indonesia, they have minimum wage for workers, right? But what I'm curious to know is when it comes to the deaf hearing impairments, how are the salary like, and do they get special treatment, let's say from the government, like more pay or so?
What I understand right now in Indonesia, we do have the law, like in the US they have American with Disability Act that was legalized about 26 years ago. In Indonesia we have Indonesian with Disability Act that was legalized last May.
Okay.
It's a great step because it's finally legalized. And in that act, it's actually said that every company should have 1% of the employees of every company, private company, should be people with disability. However, there are a big room of improvement, saying that what kind of disability should company employs, and sometimes it's for companies. They think that to employ deaf people, they have to train with sign language, and that's another cost for companies. So Fingertalk wants to be the bridge in the middle where we can provide workers and also businesses with the sign language interpreter. Maybe we're thinking of a future room of improvement. How
any plans of working with international?
Yes, we do. I feel that a lot of multinational companies are seeing social businesses as partner for CSR as well, partner for their work. So we are looking into that, and many companies are very socially conscious.
And how do you see this kind of business, in the future?
I see. I'm quite optimistic about this because right now, as we heard that millennials are, when they work, they want to work with meaning, like they want their work to be meaningful. So I see a lot of friends of mine who wants to volunteer, friends of